Welcome to Gamerati's update. The world hasn't ended yet, but not according to some of the games I have for you this week. It's the Gamerati update for the 17th week of 2020. Ares Games will publish the English edition of Last Aurora, a competitive post-apocalyptic game for 1 to 4 players set in a frozen, desolate wasteland. Designed by Mauro Ciaboto and developed by Pendragon Game Studio, Last Aurora was successfully funded on Kickstarter last year, and it's expected to release in retail this summer, following the Kickstarter fulfillment. In the Last Aurora, the radioactive dust of the war has transformed the world in a frozen, desolate wasteland. Each player becomes a leader of a survivor's crew trying to reach the last icebreaker ship, Aurora, facing several challenges. Make difficult ethical choices, overcome obstacles, fight unique and fearsome enemies. Players have to manage their crews to gather resources, recruit survivors, and improve their vehicle, and fight their enemies as they race to reach the ship before it's too late. The game is structured in 6 rounds, subdivided into 5 phases. Every player has a board to manage his convoy and resources, combining his truck and devices, managing the survivors available to take actions and make them recover from their efforts. Last Aurora will release alongside its first expansion, Project Athena. Players have lost the Aurora and have to cross a new map fighting with Athena, the AI that decided to rebel against their creators, activating the nuclear missile launcher sequence that led to the complete devastation of the planet, triggering the glaciation that today afflicts the new survivors. The expansion introduces new cards and mechanics, together with new types of survivor and enemy, a new resource, nuclear battery, energy weapons, and the alert mechanic. No one knows how long it's been since the world was blasted with nuclear radiation and became infested with the undead. The survivors of the fall were the first strain of deviation of the human condition and were able to make it through the rapidly spreading epidemic. Small communities come together in a world where concepts such as democracy, freedom, and government are newly reborn, and people have the unnerving ability to come back from the dead, regrow from the very virus that destroyed the world. This is Distopia Rising Evolution, the new tabletop RPG published by Onyx Path Publishing, inspired by the popular live-action setting, presenting a fresh and exciting take on the post-apocalypse genre. Distopia Rising Evolution is a gritty action-adventure survival game powered by Onyx Path's Story Path system, and it's available through Indie Press Revolution and Studio 2, as well as through Drive-Thru-RPG. Thames Kosmos have 2 new board games in the Exit series. First, it's Exit the Stormy Flight, a new Exit experience for beginners. The Stormy Flight rates a 2 out of 5 for difficult. You and your teammates are crew members aboard a passenger line during an electrical storm. Can you solve the riddles, repair the plane, and land safely? The Stormy Flight is a good pick for people who are new to the series or who want to play with the whole family. Then there's Exit, Theft on the Mississippi. For escape room fans wanting more of a challenge, this Exit game rates 3 out of 5 for difficulty. A robbery takes place while you're traveling down the Mississippi on a steamboat. Can you and your teammates find the culprit before the riverboat docks in New Orleans? While the story content is family-friendly, the trickier riddles on Theft of the Mississippi make this Exit title appropriate for advanced players ages 12 and up. Exit the Stormy Night and Theft on the Mississippi have an MSRP of $14.95, are for 1 to 4 players and plays between 1 to 2 hours. And Thames Kosmos is supporting independent retailers in your area. When you shop for your next game or educational toy on www.thamesandkosmos.com, orders placed on the website are fulfilled by an independent retailer who will then ship the product to you. Level 99 Games has announced its next upcoming project, Bullet. They describing as a shoot-'em-up puzzle action tabletop game. Players take on the role of heroines in a far-flung future Earth and use their incredible powers to defend the Earth from evil as well as one another. Each heroine's powers manifest in a different form: control sound, paper, technology, gravity, triangles, and more. Bullet is designed by Joshua van Leningen, developed alongside the Level 99 Games team, and illustrated by Yusa Nekori of Collateral Damage Studios. The game promises to be fast and accessible, just like the other games by level 99. It plays 1 to 4 players and each match goes under 20 minutes. With 8 characters to play and 4 game modes, you'll be able to play multiple matches and modes in a single sitting. The ways to play Bullet are Battle Royale mode, where 2 to 4 players duel in a free-for-all puzzle battle that plays in real time. Co-op boss mode, in which 1 to 4 players can combine forces to survive against a single boss. Score attack mode, where a lone player plays for a high score against increasingly difficult odds. And team battle mode, in which 2 teams of 2 players each battle it out. Whether they are spooky stories we heard as children or based on real-world threats, shocking horror movies, books, and TV shows make undyingly good entertainment for those who live for a thrill. And soon those who claim to have seen everything will get to test their deadly knowledge with Trivial Pursuit Horror Ultimate Edition. Only the most hardened horror fanatics will dare to play this terrifying edition of the classic trivia game. Players will move around the board to answer questions about their favorite genre, to collect wedges and complete the full circle of 6 to win. 1800 spine-tingling questions lets you take on 6 reference-heavy categories sure to elevate your heart rate: gore and disturbing, psychological, thriller, monster comedy, and paranormal. Based on the roll of a color-coded die, players can land on any random category using their choice of a horror-inspired, custom-sculpted mover, including a creepy doll head, straitjacket, and table saw. Eke out with multiple-choice prompts, or rack your brain to recall disturbing details you'd rather not remember from across film, TV shows, books, and beyond. Be the first person to get the correct answer in every category to win, or wait for the next seance to earn a seat at the table again. Trivial Pursuit Horror Ultimate Edition will be for 2 to 6 players, ages 17 and up, and available this fall from your friendly local game store with an MSRP of $50 US. That's it from Gamerati News Update. You can check out the news as they happen in 1-minute compact versions from Monday to Friday, always released at 8 AM Pacific on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Just look for Gamerati on those platforms. If you want more news, check out Routinely Itemized, the weekly RPG news summary from Geek Native. There is a link for it down below in the video description, as there are links to all the news I talked about in this episode. I'm Marcelo, and I am the Gamerati. See you next week.